Obviously that invokes a little bit more emotion than the pictures. Yes?
What was the equipment used again for the video?
It's actually that camera right there. Yeah.
With another device, it allows me to stabilize the camera as I walk through. So it takes my gait out, it looks like I'm just gliding or floating through the house.
So it's full HD too, because you want to be able to get the colors. You want to, I mean, the flip videos are great. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with those. Don't bust out your iPhone and try to do a video tour like this. It's going to come off very unprofessional. So that's an example of one. You guys have all seen the picture with set to music, how those look. Do we need to go through one of those necessarily? What kills me is we were searching and there's $1 million plus listings that are trying to be sold via pictures and music. And I'm thinking to myself, somebody who has $1 million to spend on a home, they want to get a feeling when they walk into that home. They want to feel something. And I don't know that that's coming across via the pictures. Plus, again, video adds that participation level that we were talking about, adding to the 4 Ps of marketing. Was there a question in the back? Yeah.
What do you recommend for length of video?
Length?
How long they might use?
That was a little long, yeah. I
It
mean, it was
depends
good,
on the
but
size of the house, really.
Yeah, it depends on the size of the house. Obviously, a bigger square footage house is going to be a little bit of a longer video. But again, it seems a little long, but you can track how many times it's played or viewed or shared. And if it's played all the way through, that's a pretty qualified buyer. You can make them shorter. I mean, you absolutely can. You can take out the room pans. You can do a couple different things.
can the buyers speed them up at all while they're viewing it?
Yeah.
Like you can-
Oh yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
Like if they're in a hurry, they might really want to
Yep.
whip through a lot of them.
You can speed through it, fast forward,
But they
share it.
still- They still see it.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah.
if they're in a
This
hurry.
house has had 1,200 hits, right? I think is this
So, well, this is, no, I'm trying to think. Well, we re-uploaded it, so it's a little different.
Hopefully Jenny helped bring me an offer today.
Like the icing on the cake was the book, view of the booklets. That was really awesome.
Yeah, you get to see what does it look like. And we would actually recommend that you start including a pan of the local school, downtown shopping, add in some Grand Junction specific things. Yes.
So I know a lot of our realtors use like the flip cameras,
Uh-huh.
little walkthrough videos. The Blackbird device that you mentioned earlier, is that adaptable to something like that, or does it have to be something like big like this?
It's only, it's specifically made for commercial quality cameras.
Do you know if there's like a different version available?
I don't. For the flip video, I don't. I mean, I don't. I've never looked. Yeah.
For the intricate details, would you recommend maybe a voiceover of some sort?
Absolutely. There's a couple layers you can add to this. One would be additional shots of your surrounding areas. And 2 would be, you all do the write-up, right? Read that write-up. Have your voice, the agent's voice, be the voiceover for that video where you can actually talk about, you know, welcome to 668 Murfield Drive, the beautifully lighted entryway, however you guys write that stuff up. But yes, have that be the voiceover. That would just add a whole other layer to it.
I saw one that Joanna Little made.
Uh-huh.
She actually did it with her phone.
Uh-huh.
Little teeny camera. And it was her voice. This is the master. Welcome to the beautiful.
Yep.
Ladies, here's the laundry room.
Yeah.
And it was well done.
Yeah.
I thought. And it was a little bit bumpy, but she held it as steady as she could.
Yeah.
And I really was impressed with that.
Yeah, anything above and beyond the pictures. And we're not saying this replaces the pictures. We're just saying that this is in addition to. So when you have that listing that maybe isn't moving, or you're not getting the action on it that you thought, or you have that really picky seller, which is most of them, that says, I want you to do everything you can do to market this house, add another layer onto that. And then what do you do with the video? You place that, you create a QR code for it, you place that QR code in the right place. Something to think about is, of those searches that I told you, the 6,600 searches for real estate Grand Junction on Google just last month, about 40% of those were done via mobile device. Well, every smartphone now comes with the YouTube application already loaded on it. It doesn't come with your website on it. I don't know if you knew that, but it doesn't. But it comes with YouTube. So put your videos on YouTube, tag them well, and when they search, your videos show up and they can play it on their mobile device. Yes?
Do you guys contact that one?
We do. We have information for you. I'm going to be honest with you. We don't do these seminars to come in and sell you and push our product. We do social media management. In fact, we do Joe Reed's social media management. So if any of you guys, isn't that weird? Isn't that so weird? I know, it's crazy. You know, if you guys follow him or you see him, any of his postings, anything like that, we don't manage his personal, just the business side. So we do have social media packages and we have video packages combined, everything combined in there. If you want more information, ask one of the team members. We have it for you, but I did not come here to push and sell things and talk about pricing and all that other stuff. I really want to be a resource to you. Anyone have questions about Twitter?
Yeah, how does that play in?
It plays in fabulously. Twitter is very fast moving. So I logged into my Twitter account when I first got here. Since we've been talking, there's been 838 new tweets. That's a lot. I can't keep up with that.
And I have a question too. I'm just now getting into Twitter.
Okay.
Learning it and teaching myself, so it's a slow process. I know that a lot of the posts on there, link broken down into a little bitty thing.
Into a video URL?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Twitter will do it for you automatically.
Well, I've tried and my whole link has shown up in the feed. And it didn't.
If you go over the 140 characters, it will do it. But if you're not, then there's no need to shorten it. But if you're over the 140 characters, it'll automatically shorten it for you. So, yes.
So not Twitter specific, but I've seen up in the metro area where some realtors are doing, so that one listing presentation that you just did. So they would have made or given that property a specific website. So this realtor does a website
For every property.
And then you have the YouTube video, any additional, then they have, the downtown area or the surrounding area. Do you see anybody else doing that, and how do you go about creating a website for each property?
Creating a website for each property is pretty simple. You just buy the address URL, so 668murfieldDrive.com. More than likely it's available. You can buy those. I would actually probably utilize a buying program through like GoDaddy.com where you can buy URLs and then when you're done with them, exchange them out. There is that program available on GoDaddy. So I would suggest doing that, but having a website for each listing is, it's brilliant. You can put everything there. You can.
So this realtor was saying, he has drive-bys, and they see the address, and everybody's Googling it every day. They're not looking at it, they're Googling it.
Yep.
So when they even just do the street address, it's really cool when they see that property has its own website.
Yes, absolutely. People are going to remember. I remember when Matt and I were shopping for a house, we had this house, and it was our dream house, and it was the River Ridge house. It was the River Ridge house. I couldn't tell you the address now, but we knew it was on River Ridge. So we didn't even that was our name for the house. So when we wanted to show somebody, we would just Google the address, whatever it was, River Ridge.
Hasn't those websites been replaced with QR codes though? I see that's the trend that's moving.
They can, yeah, they can. But your QR code, again, could go to that website if it's mobile capable. How many of you in here have taken your website and made it mobile capable? One? That's very important. I just told you how many of those searches that were on Google were done via mobile.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? Well, it depends on what your website is made out of. Mobile websites are, it's basically, it's a watered down version of your website, so it fits on the screen. I've got this tiny little screen here, and you're trying to show me your whole entire website on that little bitty screen. Give me something that's a little bit easier to use. My finger's only this big, and you want me to... It's not going to work. I'm going to go to click on one link and click on something else, and it takes me, and then it makes me angry, and then I'm done. Because, I mean, our generation, we go 1,000 miles an hour. I get mad at Google, you know? If it doesn't load in 3 seconds, I'm like, oh, Google, you're ticking me off. So think about that. You have to move as fast as the people you're trying to talk to.
I'm convinced within the next 5 years, computers are gonna go away, it's just gonna be phones and.
Tablets. Yeah, the home laptops will be obsolete. Home PCs will not necessarily be obsolete because of the storage capabilities. People need to be able to store a lot of information, pictures, bank information. So home desktops won't necessarily go away, but laptops will be obsolete. Phones, but they'll all sync up together in the cloud. They will all, I mean, cloud computing is huge. We use Google Docs in our office. We try to go almost completely paperless. We share documents via Google and don't ever have to, we don't have a server in our office. We don't need one.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
Sure.
Are you going to offer something to the breakfast, you know, we talk about?
Yes.
And then a giveaway or?
We can do a giveaway. Absolutely. How am I going to get everybody's name?
I'll collect.
If you want to collect business cards, what we'll give away is last seminar that we did, we gave away either a free Facebook timeline picture or we gave away a free website review, your choice. So we went in and would help you optimize your website with the right keywords. What other questions does anyone have? Hit me with anything. Any questions on Pinterest?
What's your contact information?
What's my contact information? I'll just give you a card.